good friends. What more could you add to make it special? Well, I'll tell you what you can add. You can add shitloads of money, gambling, round robins, teasers. We have it all here on Brunch Betting. That's right. It's XFL Jim, Chase, Lupin Fiasco Sessions, and Eric, Uncle Rico Magoo, giving you the best sports plays you can find. That's right, bitches. It's Brunchtime Betting. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Brunchtime Betting. As always, it is me, XFL Jim. And of course, we've got the one, the only, the man himself. It is Eric, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico, in the house, talking picks, talking brunch, talking sports. We have it all here for some Brunchtime Betting, and you better just sit back and take it, bitch.
That was unexpected, and I appreciate it, buddy.
You're welcome. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Happy 4th, dude. How you doing, man?
Happy 4th. Did you do anything for the 4th? Did you do, like, fireworks or anything like that?
Me and the dog went out the patio. I cracked open the finest Pilsner in the land, Miller Lite, watched a little fireworks. Then I came back in and watched a little TV and went to bed. Nothing exciting for me. Jim.
I had a couple high lifes. I ate, of course, a pack of hot dogs. It was delicious. How do you prepare your hot dog?
I just throw it on the grill.
You're a grill guy. I can. Do you do
You know
regular
what?
grill, flat top grill? What's the grilling method?
I just use a traditional gas grill. But I did do something spicy last time. I had a brat, my friend.
What was that?
I got a 22. Okay. I took off the top of the 22, put the 22 on the grill, was able to fit 2 brats in the 22, and I boiled it on the beer, on the grill. Then I used the tongs to take them out, and I just threw them on.
That's Pretty a powerful move.
Hey, buddy. I scramble eggs on my grill. This is like, I use
Do you have a flat top, or is it just like a regular grill? Like,
I just have a regular Weber grill, dude.
How do you do eggs on that?
Dude, fucking the skillet, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm like a monster, dude.
I want my preferred way of having hot dogs. I boil my hot dogs.
Okay.
It's my preferred way of doing it. Grilling is good too, but I boil them. Had my hot dogs. I spoiled myself. I got a pack of American Spirit cigarettes. They're a little bit tastier, a little bit pricier. I spent up. You know how it is.
Those are, Jim. I'm sorry.
Well, you're not a real smoker, Eric. You don't want that smoke.
Yeah, I have a disease called asthma.
Yeah, same, actually. So, living life, I live life on the edge. Some of us are a little bit more risk-taking than others.
Okay, all right. Respect.
My neighbors, like, all around me were doing fireworks. They also, like, postponed a bunch of big fireworks shows around here because of weather.
Really? Why?
It was just raining like crazy for part of it.
Yeah,
Shout Chase.
We got a huge rainstorm.
Yeah, you did.
Morning, and there were like a couple of suburbs, because I live in suburban Chicago, were a little quick on the draw to cut the fireworks in the parade because it cleared up right away.
So I have a couple.
Are you a parade guy?
I like parade. I mean, we don't do them for the 4th of July, but I like my local. We do 2 parades a year. I think we do like the high school homecoming parade. They do like a thing for all the businesses in town. It's a real small town deal. Parades are fun, and then they do like a pre-Thanksgiving Day or like sort of around Christmas parade.
Okay.
Yeah, it's around Christmas. I remember because when I was in high school, I was in the marching band, and they had like our drum line dress up as Santa Claus and
whoa! I didn't know Nick Cannon was on this, dude. The drum.
I know, right? I know, right?
Dude, Jesus, have you ever had to throw candy in a parade?
Yeah, well, when I was like in high school, when I was on the football team.
Yeah, I got in trouble. We had to throw candy. I saw my brother. I just handed him the bucket.
Oh, we got in trouble because we saw like kids we knew and we were just like pelting them, like as hard as possible. We were just chucking it.
You're just getting your Herbert back
Yeah.
there.
Eric, I got a couple questions for you.
Yep.
Number one, I didn't really follow this week. Was there anything that happened in the sports world?
Well, we
I
got
know the
Michael.
Dolphins made a trade. People talked about that. They got Minka back.
Yeah, and they lost what's his name?
Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey, but Ramsey's on the decline, and they
Yeah.
lost Smith, the tight end.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith. Yeah.
Well, the big thing is Michael Beasley from the Pistons. He was set to sign a $45 million contract. And then it turned out he got investigated for gambling.
I did hear about this.
Now, I went in length about it on my podcast. Basically, he owed a dentist 26K. They started garnishing his wages from the Pistons. He owed his rent to Dan Gilbert. He owns the Scott, which is this petite, like a high-end luxury apartment building in downtown Detroit. He owed that. He owed 26 grand to a barber, a celebrity barber in Milwaukee.
God dang.
There's this lender, and I did a little research on the lender, and all this lender does is they just lend out to pro athletes. And they owe him totaling, he owns $8 million. Then a story came out. He lost a lot of money playing for the Bucks. I think it's Bourrée. It's kind of like spades. It's a card game.
Yeah. It's like a thing that all the athletes play.
Yeah.
Especially in NBA. Yeah.
Play it. And I guess he lost a lot of money, like a ton of money. And that kind of leads, maybe he had a little bit of a gambling problem. Because he had this gambling problem, he ran up these debts. And now, as a way to fix it, he's like, I could just do this. And he cost himself a tons of money. Pistons off-season program, what they're trying to do is completely awry. They're signing people that obviously weren't their first choices. He cost himself $40 million. Will probably never play in the league again. And also, for those that think this is like something new, this has been going on forever. It's just now, like, since it's mainstream, more people know about it because there's a big company that will like track it. But in the days like when it was just Joe Smo, and I don't want to say Joe Smos, but like local bookies,
Bookie on the corner.
Yeah, there was still this shit going on, dude. I mean, like, come on, Jimmy, come on.
I got a question for you too, as someone who, like, you're using more onshore legal books. I thought I was reading some stuff about the new bill that passed that it affects sports bettors pretty hard.
Yeah, but I mean, that's only if you really got to, like, I mean, the big thing here in Illinois is starting in the the fall, they're going to have a 50-cent tax. So every time you bet something, you're going to have to have 50-cent charge on it. With FanDuel and DraftKings, MGM, William Hill, the other books, Circa, they haven't implemented that just because of the tax stuff here. And what that's going to do is it's going to drive people like me to the offshore books, to the peer-to-peer betting exchanges. And that's what this new bill is going to do, because why am I going to go somewhere and have this money show up and I'm not going to be able to write off anything? You know what I mean? I'm better off just going back to doing the crypto stuff that I still do. Cause like for me, I look at it like I have so many fucking books. I'm always just going to go to whatever has the best line. Like, that's just what I'm going to do. Whatever has the best line, I'm just going to go to. But now I have to factor in all these like taxes and like fucking this bill where I can't claim income. It's offshore. It's just going to go back to offshore. Like, I
think 100% is going to go back to this. So what I was reading was this. It's like, with the new code starting in 2026, bettors will only be able to deduct 90% of their losses against 100% of their gains in any given year for taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you win 100,000 and lose 100,000, you can only deduct 90,000.
Yeah,
that's kind of fucked up too.
But I mean, someone came out and said like they're like trying to get a new like bill passed. Like it's just, I don't know. There's just a lot of shit going on.
Just go back to offshore. I want to bring back more bookies on the corner.
Dude, I used to have this bookie in Chicago. It was hilarious.
It was before my time. My brother does do like a local guy who has a website, but he only does it. He only bets. He only takes it on credit. Like you can't just like give him money and then bet. You have to do everything on credit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like you could just blink and now you're down $800, $900 because you weren't even thinking.
That's not good.
Yeah, you could like rack up credit and he collects once a month.
But I mean, also like I also kind of feel like there's like these kids online that don't know shit.
Yeah.
And are like making this thing a bigger thing than it actually is. And that's always going to be the thing. Like, how can I? There's so many people in this age of social media that are on here talking about gambling that literally know dick and shit about gambling. So it's just always funny to me. And then when you see their following and they start talking stuff and more people like just repeat what they say. So
it creates a chain effect. Why are your lips so blue, Eric?
Dude, I had 2 cups of frozen blueberries. I love my frozen blueberries, dude.
You eat them straight up? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I eat frozen blueberries straight up, dude.
You don't blend them up or anything? You do a little smoothie or no?
I usually have them in a protein shake, but
Okay.
You know what? I didn't feel like making a protein shake today. Just put a little in a bowl. Had 2 bowls of frozen blueberries, dude.
So in comparison, Eric's breakfast today was 2 bowls of frozen blueberries. Anything to drink?
Some water and some creatine.
Mine was a leftover cup of water from last night and 3/4 of a cigarette. I drank hot dog water yesterday, though.
Oh, Jimmy.
So that was something. I drank it like tea because it was boiling hot.
Jimmy.
Wasn't too bad, dude. Eric, I don't know if you've known this about me. There was a video I have from like 3 or 4 years ago where I did like an entire 3-course or 4-course meal all around hot dogs, where it was like, did a hot dog salad. I forget what I did the main course as. It was hot dogs with something like sauce drizzled over. And then I froze 2 hot dogs and put them on some vanilla ice cream. I like shaved them with like a little cheese grater.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
You can tell me what your favorite breakfast meat is.
Bacon. What else?
Oh, I'm a ham guy.
You like the ham?
Or it's hard to get around here. I don't know what it is up in Chicago. I like hot links.
Hot wings?
Hot links.
Oh,
Links.
no, yeah.
I love a good hot link for fucking breakfast, dude. So good. You like slit it down the middle, slap it on. Mwah. Now, are you ready to get in some picks?
I am ready again. Some picks, my friend.
All right, I'm going to start us off with a football play. And I'm switching up what we went through on Spring Fever, Eric. I'm switching up on you.
What?
I'm Benedict Arnold. Some news came to light that Nathan Rourke is getting the start for the BC Lions.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so on Spring Fever, we talked about it. It was BC versus Montreal. Both, we assume, were going to be with like their backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Well, only Montreal has the backup quarterback. BC's getting Nathan Rourke. They're not getting Jeremiah Masoli in there.
Okay.
So I took BC on the money line at plus 131. Also, I know we didn't play it because I know you didn't play it, but if people did play our lineup, like our DFS lineup, Kenny Lawler will single-handedly like win that for people. He went off last night.
He went off, balled out.
He went fucking off last night. So yes, first play up north on the football field, BC money line plus 131 versus the Montreal Alouettes.
My first play, I am going to the diamond. Give me Randy Alareza over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, quietly heating up over the past week. 3rd in hits, 3rd in runs, 4th in RBIs. He's doing a bit of everything at the plate. He's cashed this number 2 of his last 3, 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10. That's the kind of consistency I want to see when targeting a combo prop. Now has a good matchup. Burrows is on the mound for the Pirates. He's giving up a 267 expected batting average, leading on the four-seamer. Randy, for the season against the four-seamer, 263 expected average, 373 expected slugging percentage, and a 69% hard hit rate. So we got a hot hitter, a hittable pitcher, and a pitch profile that suits him well. I'll take him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs.
Eric, I'm staying with the football.
Okay.
I'm staying on the field. We're actually going east, which is this way for me. We're going east, over to Europe.
Ooh.
The European League of Football.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir. We have a game, Rain Fire versus actually, like, all three games today are against, like, either 1 or 2 seeds in each division. So they're very good games today if you're looking for the ELF. Rain Fire versus the Raiders Trio. I'm taking the over 48.5 in this one. I think that's too low. Both defenses are good, but I think the offense is shine today. And I'm taking the Raiders plus 10.5 versus Rain Fire. Rain Fire maybe the best team in the whole league, potentially. They're really good, but I think Raiders at home get that 10.5.
The Raiders?
I wanted to sprinkle at the plus 330.
The Oakland Raiders?
No, the better Raiders.
The Oakland
Raiders of Trio.
My next one is I'm going out to the West Coast, which for me, it would be the West is that way for me.
Okay.
I'm going to take Xavier Bogaerts over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Been crushing left-handed pitching lately over the last week. 3rd in hits, 4th in runs, 5th in ribbies against lefties. Tell me he's seeing the ball really well from that side. Corbin gets the ball for the Rangers. We all know what he brings to the table. Steady diet of sliders. That's his go-to pitch. When we look at Bogaerts for the season, 324 and a 529 slugging percentage against it. So we've got Bogaerts swinging the ball well against lefties. He matches up perfectly against Corbin's most used pitch at plus money. Look, I'll take it. Xavier Bogaerts over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs.
Is betting baseball like the biggest slog?
What do you mean?
For sports betting? Like, I feel like there's like when you're betting football, there's other stuff going on, but also you're super invested in football. When you're betting college basketball, there's other sports going on. Like you bet like hockey, all that. Baseball for a lot of guys, it's like the only thing going right now. And this, if you're like committed to betting MLB, the season is so long. It feels like a slog.
It is a little bit of a grind, dude. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like it is a little bit of a fucking grind betting baseball. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I could not find anything today. Like, I was on the verge of texting you saying the board's not talking to me because it was such a dud today. And like football, I don't get pissed about football. But baseball, I'll swear a little bit. Like during the Brewers game yesterday.
Okay.
During the Brewers game yesterday, I had the Brewers first 5. They're up 5-3. Ended up pushing it. Yeah, I swore a little bit at the old TV when I was watching the Brewers game yesterday.
Well, Eric, that's why I'm sticking around with football. I got another game out east in Europe. The Munich Ravens versus the Madrid Bravos. These teams are very comparable. They're very close. But I feel like Munich has the little bit of an edge, and that's why I'm taking them money line minus 107. We're playing the close money lines here. I'm getting back in that football feel.
You getting back in that football feel?
I never left, but I'm getting back.
Okay. So this is my last one, then I have my round robin. Okay.
I could breeze through the rest of mine pretty easily.
So real quickly, and like I do a baseball show every Friday with my boy David. Did you see how many people were at the Rockies White Sox game yesterday?
I can't imagine it was many. Was it in Colorado?
In Colorado.
Okay.
Over 40,000.
What? Oh, it was
Their fireworks are huge.
Yeah, big fire. And then I think they did like another thing a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago where it was like all the Ryans in the world or something.
Yeah. Like, and we're talking about it. It was cheaper. It was literally cheaper for me from where I live to take an Uber to the train, take the train down to Wrigley, go to the game, buy a ticket to the game, take the train back, and take an Uber back. So 2 Uber rides and train's $5 and a game into the ticket and a ticket into the game were less than going to the Rockies White Sox yesterday.
Damn.
I know, but
people like to see shit.
When the Rockies played them 2 years ago here, it cost me $1. My bet here is I took the Rockies first 5 -1 team. Just a classic spot. I like fading pitchers making their first career start at Coors Field. That's tough for anyone today. It's Jonathan Cannon, red flag, low ground ball guy, 38% ground ball rate, and that's not what you want in a park where the ball absolutely flies. Cannon leads heavy on his cutter. The Rockies today potentially feature 9 bats with a positive run value against that pitch. Major red flag in turn of the matchup. And let's be honest, he's not coming in on a heater. When you look at just his month stats, 9 ERA, 2.17 whip. This is just a straight fade. I'm playing the angle. I'm back in the Rockies, -115. This is going to be the first time. Like, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, buddy.
Okay, lay it on me.
All right, let me get this. Okay. How many straight games have the Colorado Rockies been an underdog?
22.
67. 67 straight games. They have been.
How many of those games have they like? I guess baseball it's more money line than anything like that.
Yeah, baseball is just more. Baseball's ROI, buddy. Baseball's all about ROI.
Yeah.
You just gotta start living, man.
That's fucking gross. Ugh. Eric, okay, I'm gonna breeze through my rest of my football plays.
Let's do it.
We're hitting the interior. We're going inside to escape the heat with a couple indoor football league matchups. We're taking the Tucson Sugar Skulls -3.5 versus the San Antonio Gunslingers. If there's one thing you need to know about the IFL, if it's an Arizona team, bet the Arizona team usually.
Why is that?
Sugar Skulls, they're consistently really, really good.
I love the name. Sugar Skulls.
The Sugar Skulls versus the Gunslingers. I'm taking the Sugar Skulls -3.5. Bay Area Panthers taking on the San Diego Strike Force. We are on the Bay Area Panthers -2.5 as well.
Sugar Skulls.
Now, will the numbers speak to me? They've been letting me down these last 2 weeks, but I went to the Diamond. I have a couple games. And by a couple, I literally mean 3. I'm taking the over in Cardinals Cubs over 11. I'm taking the under in Angels Blue Jays under 9. I'm taking the over in Royals Diamondbacks over 9. Once again, over Cardinals Cubs, under Angels Blue Jays, over Royals Diamondbacks. And then you hit the boards, you hit the hardwood, LA Sparks, Indiana Fever over 162.5. Might even put a little sprinkle on the LA Sparks. I don't know what Caitlin Clark's status is.
Did you see like the whole thing? Like, I'm not the biggest Caitlin Clark person. I think she's done great for the game and everything, blah, 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 whatever. But when you look at her stats, like, they're not as good as people think.
Well, this year she's been like hurt a bunch. Yeah. She's been out like injury.
No, she's no Paige Beckers, dude.
No, she's not. No.
How do you feel about what's her face? Kelsey Plum.
Fan.
Huge fan.
Fan.
Huge fan.
Yeah, fan.
I like the Plumster.
And I'll give you one of my parlays before I give you my my actual round robin. And it's Cardinals Orioles money line +436. Parlay.
Okay.
Little 2-teamer.
My round robin. Are you ready for this catastrophe?
I'm born ready, baby.
Bobby Witt Jr. over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Trevor Story over 1.5 total bases. Our boy Areza over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Jason Dominguez over 1.5 total bases, and George Springer over 1.5 total bases. A nice little 5-legger plus 4,365.
I'm rolling All on the money line. But I'm not doing no cowards round robin. This is just a straight up parlay because I got some favorites in there. All football today. BC on the money line, Munich on the money line, Tucson on the money line, and the Bay Area Panthers on the money line, plus 1,008.
Okay. No round robin today, buddy?
No, I don't like putting favorites in round robin, so I'm just going to do a straight up parlay.
Yeah, I don't like parlaying favorites, so to each their own.
Well, I mean, I had to get 4 teams in there, Eric.
I got you.
I had to get 4 teams in there. BC and Munich are both underdogs, though. So I got 2 dogs, two favorites. I didn't want to put them on the spread. I put them on the money line. But that's it. I'm going to go eat 6 eggs, I think.
I've turned into an egg white guy on my new diet.
Disgusting.
You don't get the liquid egg?
The best part is the yolk.
Okay, respect.
The best part of the egg is the yolk.
Okay.
I love egg whites. I love eggs. But the best part of the egg is the yolk.
How do you like your eggs?
Depends. I mean, a lot of the times over easy. Sometimes I do a little sunny side up just to get a little cheeky with it. If I'm in a hurry, if I want something easy, just scramble them.
Okay.
You know what I've been doing, though? What I've been doing, because my parents get these farm fresh eggs that are a little bit bigger. So what I do is I've been doing like the bougie avocado toast. So
I have never had avocado
big
toast.
ass piece of sourdough, and then I do over easy egg, avocado spread, and then pickled onions, and then a little bit of everything bagel seasoning.
So there's this place here.
It's so good.
And I'm like, I love it, and I miss it when I'm on this new goddamn diet. But it is, what is it? Everything but the bagel or some shit like that. And so I go there, bacon, egg, and cheese. Okay. On an everything bagel toasted with butter and a hash brown. Jim, I'm telling you, man.
That sounds really good.
I'm telling you, man. Don't hate, donate, buddy.
Sounds so good. All right, folks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We love you. Be on the lookout. The college football conference previews will be coming sooner rather than later.
No.
So be on the lookout for that. Love you guys. We'll see you next time for another episode of Brunchtime Betting. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.